When preparing a business letter, you must first adjust the layout of the page to fit the proper recommendations. First, we're going to adjust the margin. To do this, click on Page Layout. Then find the Margins tab on the left-hand side of the page. Scroll to the bottom of the drop-down menu and select Custom Margins. From here, adjust the top margin to equal 2 inches. The left, bottom, and right options are already set to 1 inch, so press OK to save your changes. To create a header, click on the Insert tab at the top of the page. Move the cursor to the right until you reach the box that reads Header. From here, click on Blank Header. For my business letter, I'm going to type in my name, Jessica Stanfill, my title, Student, my address, 459 Bones Mill Highway, my location, Fitzgerald, Georgia, 31750, my phone number, 229-457-0372, and my email address, twinsoccergirl06@yahoo.com. Standard recommendations suggest that the header be centered and italicized. To do this, highlight the text, go to the Home tab, and click on the icons for italicized text and center text. To return back to the header and footer, click on Header and Footer Tools, and close out the header and footer. To adjust the orientation and size of the page, first select Page Layout. Options for orientation and size will then appear. To change the orientation of the page, click on Orientation. Two options will appear, Portrait and Landscape. Landscape gives you the option of creating a page that is wider rather than longer. However, for the purpose of this letter, we will keep the page as Portrait. To change the paper size, select Size, and the drop-down menu will appear, displaying different page measurements. Since we are writing a letter, we will keep the standard 8.5 by 11 format. The first line in any business letter is always the date. So we type in September 12th, 2014. From here, letter format requires that there be 4 spaces between the date and the inside address, so press the Enter key 4 times. The inside address lists the information of the person to whom you are writing the letter to. In this letter, I'm writing to George Feeney, Customer Service Supervisor, at Eurosport on 229 Easy Street in Birmingham, Alabama, 30149. To decrease the space between the lines of the inside address, highlight the text, go to Paragraph Spacing, Line Spacing Options. Once here, decrease the space afterwards to 0. Press OK. Now we have to change it back for the rest of the letter. So go back to Paragraph Spacing, Line Spacing Options, change the space afterwards to 8 again, and press OK. Following this, press your Enter key 2 times and write your salutation, which should be written as Dear Mr. Feeney. After this step, press the Enter key 2 times once again and begin your letter. For time's sake, I'm going to paste a previously typed copy of the body of my letter. The essence of this letter is an issue with an order from an online company. Following the last line of the letter, press enter and then type in the closing, which can be displayed by the use of the word sincerely. From the closing, press the enter key 4 times to leave room for your written signature. Following this step, press the enter key once more and type your name, which in this case will appear as Jessica M. Stanfill. Now that the letter is complete, we can adjust the stylistic appearance. To change the line spacing, click on the Home tab. From here, find the block of options listed above the subtopic paragraph. Highlight the text and click on the image of paragraph lines with the arrows beside it. This function allows you to change the space between each sentence. For the purpose of this letter, we will keep it as 1. The justification of the text is simply the way in which the words are aligned on the page. To adjust the justification, remain on the Home tab. Also above the paragraph subtopic are the justification options. Leave the text highlighted and click on the necessary justification. The text can be skewed to the left, to the right, aligned centrally, or placed in block format. For this letter, we'll keep it skewed to the left. Font style can affect the tone and message of a letter in many ways. To change the font style, highlight the desired text, and from the Home tab, click on the drop-down box of fonts. For the body of the text, we are going to use Times New Roman. Bold and underlined text implies important information. In this letter, the most important message is my expectation of the company. In the final paragraph, I will highlight the phrase, compensated for the price, and then click on the B and U to make the text both bold and underlined. Also in the font category is an A with a colored line underneath it. This option affects the font color. With the phrase compensated for the price still highlighted, click on the A and change the text to red to increase emphasis. To add a watermark to the page, select the Design tab at the top of the page. On the far right side of the page, above the category Page Background, is an option for watermark. Click on the watermark symbol and scroll down to the Custom Watermark option. From here, click on the circle beside Text Watermark and type in the word Priority. After this, click on the Apply button and exit out of the watermark screen. Your letter is now complete, and you can send it to Mr. George Finney concerning your issue with your online order.